Welcome to Kirsty's Pilates. This is a chair-based workout. It's very, very gentle, just some mobility exercises to get you moving. This is for anybody. You can do it sitting in a chair, and you can make it as easy or as hard as you want to. You can put more effort into it, or you can do very, very gentle movements. So, to start with, you want to be sitting up nice and straight in a chair, so you're not leaning back into the chair. You're sitting up nice and tall. Your feet are hip distance apart and they're facing forwards. Your knees are over the top of your ankles. Imagine that you've got a string pulling your head up towards the ceiling. You're sitting up nice and tall. Your shoulders are rolled back and your shoulder blades are sliding down the back of your ribs nice and flat. Ribs are focused down towards your hips. You don't want your ribs to be lifting up. Your ribs are focused down. Pelvic floor muscles are lifted up. Imagine that you're just stopping yourself having a wee and you're tightening up those muscles a little bit. And your tummy is squeezed in. You're pulling your belly button in towards your spine and keeping your tummy squeezed in. And you're also breathing. You're going to be breathing in through your nose and blowing out through your mouth. You're breathing in through your nose and blowing out through your mouth. Okay, so it's very, very gentle. I'm going to start off with your feet. So you're going to write the numbers 1 to 10 with 1 foot. So imagine you've got a piece of paper there and you're writing 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's a bit of creaking going on there, 9 and 10. Okay, the other side, just do the best you can, doesn't matter if it doesn't really look like the numbers. So squeeze the tummy in as you sit up. 1, 2, 3, that was rubbish, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Very nice. So you're sitting up nice and tall. You're just going to straighten a leg and another one, just getting your knees moving. So we're just going to mobilize each part of your body. So you've done your ankles, now it's your knees, just getting them moving. Okay, the next bit I'm going to do is standing up and sitting down. So if you don't want to do this, if that's too difficult, then just stay sitting. So I'm going to stand up and sit down. If you want to do it slower, that's fine. Stand up and sit down. You can hold on to the chair to help you get up if you need to. Stand up and sit down. You're squeezing your tummy in. I'm just going to do one more of those. Stand up, sit down. So that's got your hips moving a little bit. So coming up now, I'm going to start with your hands. So you're going to write 1 to 10 with your hands. You can do it however makes sense to you. Sitting up nice and tall, squeezing the tummy in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Don't worry if you did it differently to me, that's how I do it. Some people do it like that, which makes no sense to me. Good. That's your wrists. Elbows then. So we're just going through all the joints of your bodies and getting them moving a little bit. Elbows. Okay. And then moving up to shoulders. So we're going to lift up. Now as you lift your arms up, try to keep your shoulders down away from your ears. So don't let your shoulders hunch up here. When they're up there, they need to be down here. So arms are going up, but shoulders are staying down. It's quite hard. Shoulders staying down. Lovely. Okay, then more with the shoulders. So imagine that you've got a pen digging into your shoulder here and you're going to write the numbers 1 to 10 with your shoulder. So with that pen digging in there. It's quite difficult. If you can't grasp the concept of that, don't worry, just do whatever movements you want with your shoulders, up and down, forwards and backwards and round is fine. But I'm going to do the numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Lovely. And then you're going to lift your shoulders up and down. Squeeze them up to your ears and down. Up and down and up and down, and then they're going forwards and back, forwards and back. You're sitting up nice and tall, you're not leaning back in the chair, and you're squeezing in your tummy. Lovely. And then circles, so just roll the shoulders back. It might be a bit crunchy, and hopefully they're getting a little bit smoother. Roll them back. Lovely. Okay, and we're going to do the head. So you're going to breathe in as you face the front, breathing out as you turn to the side. As gentle as you like, as small as you like. Breathing in and breathing out. It's nice and smooth and controlled. If you have any neck issues, be very careful. Breathing in and breathing out. Just make it smaller if you need to. Breathing in and blowing out. And then you're breathing in to the front. Breathing out as you drop your chin down to your chest. And breathing in. And then you're looking up. So breathing in again, nice and gently, and be careful if you've got neck problems. And up. And then very carefully again, very gently, it can be a tiny movement. Breathing in, breathing out as you gently take your ear to your shoulder. Breathing in and blowing out. And again, breathing in and blowing out. And breathing in and blowing out. Lovely. So coming back down now, we are going to do a dumb waiter. So you're going to tuck your elbows into your waist. Imagine that you've got a belt strapping around you, keeping your the top of your arms pinned to your body, and your elbows are stuck to your waist. So you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're opening up your arms. So what's happening here is your shoulders are rotating round, and your shoulder blades should be squeezing together behind you. So you should feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. You're sitting up nice and tall. You haven't let yourself slouch. Your tummy's squeezed in, your pelvic floor's lifted, and not forgetting to breathe. So rotating your shoulders round and feeling the shoulder blades squeezing together. Lovely. One more of those. And then I'm going to do a nice gentle spine twist. So your hands are in the middle of your chest. Shoulders are relaxed, so you don't want your shoulders up here. Shoulders are down, relaxed away from your ears. Hands are in the middle of your chest. If you keep an eye on your fingertips, you won't go wrong. You're going to breathe in at the front. As you breathe out, everything twists as one. And again, you can make this movement as small as you need to. If you have any back problems, make sure that you do it very, very gently. For example, if you have osteoporosis, make these movements very, very small. If your back is fine, you can go around a little bit further if it's comfortable. So your hands are staying in the middle of your chest, your head's staying in line with your hands, and everything's moving as one. So you don't want your head going round, you don't want your arms going round, everything's moving as one. And it doesn't matter how small it is, it's just getting your spine moving as small as it needs to be. So you're sitting up nice and tall, you haven't slouched down, shoulders are back and down, and you're just getting a nice gentle spine twist. Lovely. So then I'm going to do a nice gentle side bend. So relax your arms down, shoulders are down. Sitting up nice and tall and squeezing the tummy in, you're just gently sliding down the side. So again, this can be as small as it needs to be. If you're comfortable and your back's fine, you can do bigger movements if you want to. If you've got osteoporosis or any back problems, make it nice and small. If you squeeze your tummy in a little bit more, that helps to protect your back. So that's good. Just nice and gentle, just getting your spine moving the other way. Lovely. Okay. So we're coming back down to feet. So sitting up tall, lifting up the pelvic floor, squeezing in the tummy. You are lifting up your toes. So toes are lifting up. Lovely. And then your heels are lifting up. Wonderful. And then you're going to do one heel and the opposite toe. This is confusing for some people. One toe lifts up, the opposite heel lifts up. One toe and the opposite heel. If you find it tricky, you might want to do the same thing with your hands, although that might confuse you further. It works for me. One hand and the opposite toe. One hand and the opposite toe. Okay. Lovely. And then you're going to make those movements bigger. You're just going to do little marching on the spot. Sitting up tall, squeezing the tummy in, lifting up the pelvic floor. And then you're just going to do some little beats with your heel going forward, just to get your legs moving. Lovely. And then you're going to go to the side. Very nice. Okay, and then one more thing I'm just going to do is standing up and sitting down again. So if it's too much for you to stand up, then you can just keep lifting up your heels or your toes. If you can manage it, if you need to hold on to the chair, that's fine. You can manage it standing up and sitting down, standing up. And if you can manage it, you're going to add in your arms, standing up and sitting down. Make sure that your shoulders are staying down as you lift up, sitting down and standing up and sitting down. One more. Okay, so there's loads more that we can do. This is just a little taster of just some mobility movements to get you moving from a chair. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.